The Exorcism of God tells the story of an American priest in Mexico who is possessed during an exorcism and ends up committing a terrible act. 18 years later, the consequences of his sins come back to haunt him, unleashing the greatest battle within. Hey, what's up everybody? It's me, Anthony, here to give you guys another review, and we're talking about this new horror film, The Exorcism of God, and I gotta tell you, the beginning was okay, but I have no idea what the heck is going on with this film. So I gotta say, I think that this movie actually starts off pretty strong. There's a lot of callbacks to the original Exorcism. Like, they literally take a scene out of the movie. That famous iconic scene, the cover of most DVDs and VHSs and CDs, everything back in the day. That iconic scene where the priest is looking up at the house and it's all foggy. They do that exact same thing in this film. It does feel like it's a movie that should have came out like a couple of years ago, probably 10, 15 years ago, just in terms of like the practical effects and the makeup design that they have on the people that are possessed in the film. But don't get me wrong, I like the makeup and the practical effects in this film, and actually some of the CGI. I think they all do a good job of blending everything together, though the ending, they didn't really do a good job. But after we get that opening scene, we get this kind of like a meandering story of this priest that wants to atone for his sins, and the story and the plot kind of gets muddied as the movie goes on. And then once we get to the third act of the film, it starts getting really crazy. Like, I'm not the biggest, religious person, and I don't know every text of the Bible and all that stuff, but I think that I'm a person that can keep up and is fairly aware of things when I'm watching film, but I could have sworn that I missed something. I must have blinked. I must have dozed off, because some of the points that they are bringing up in this film, like how certain characters can do certain things, are never brought up prior to when the third act is happening, and I just found myself confused. I thought I really was concerned for myself. Paired that with the lackluster acting, I don't think there's that bad of acting in here. I don't think it's like the worst thing I've ever seen. It's not The Room status with like Tommy Wiseau.
How much is it?
It'll be $18.
Here you go. Keep the change. Hi, doggy.
You're my favorite customer.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
But hey, we got Jeffrey from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in here, and he looks a goddamn same. But yeah, his character's kind of weird, kind of contradicts himself. But that's what this movie is. It's a whole big contradiction. And it sucks, because I hate when I watch these kind of horror films that have a good potential, that start off really well and have good practical effects and special effects, like I said, but then just the story, the most important thing of the movie, is just not that good. They didn't put that much love into it as they did with everything else. Overall, guys, I think that The Exorcism of God is meh. It's not really that good. There's some good practical effects, there's some good makeup. The story's okay, but it gets jumbled up in a mess, and towards the end of the film, you're just gonna have yourself scratching your head and wondering if you were possessed. But guys, if you enjoyed this film and you want to see others like it, I recommend that you actually see the original, the one and only The Exorcist. Check that out, or even watch a underrated Exorcist film, The Exorcist of Emily Rose. Also guys, don't forget to check out my Twitter so you can stay up to date with my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember guys, keep watching movies.